Bleach, what's going on? It's me, Captain Visor Days. We live action. You already know what it is. Again, I want to greatly apologize for pushing out this review extra late. Even though I said on my Facebook fan page I was going to push it out, yesterday along with the unwrapping, but I had to attend this funeral, that I was notified about. Plus, I had to be a pallbearer, so, I had to pay my respects and go, handle that. It's a sad thing, but, like I said, I had to pay my respects. So, on with this review. Bleach chapter 598 titled The Shooting Star Project, We Only Have to Beat You Mix. But yeah, let's get on to this. Now, many could say this chapter was very short. It went basically like this. Ichigo and company were surprised by Ganju. They made their way up to the royal palace, and Chitara and Star IW had a fight at the end. Basically. Now, this is the thing, though. As a real Bleach fan, and of course, as a reviewer, you have to really do your best to go into it and then, dissect it and point out things. So, yes, those are the two important key things. The first half was story progression, and then the other half was, a little bit of action. But let's go in deeper into it. Let's talk about Ganju showing up when he did. I did not think Ganju was going to show up like this. And as I started to put it all together, and then when they showed the panel, like, damn, this was a nostalgic moment. Just like in this episode, they were all making their way to the Serite in the same type of way through the canon. And it was bringing back memories, like Orihime mentioned. And the shocker of it all was how Ganju had a damn map, to navigate through the royal palace. I mean, because that's something I didn't think about. Yes, they're going up there to stop Juha, and they bring Uryu back if they can. But they still have to navigate their way through. But it's interesting because it makes you think, wait a minute, you would think that Squad Zero would be more than happy to help them, but who knows? I mean, who knows how they'll look at Ganju, whatever. Then they'll be like, okay, yeah, now that you're here, you saved us, but yeah, or you helped us out, get out. Like who's to say there's just give them a whole freaking tour, the whole thing, but whatever. Now, we see there's an absence of Fullbringers. Now, we see when Ganju showed up, one would think that the Fullbringers would be along with them, but we don't see that's the case. You would think Kubo would have him at least mention it, when he showed up at the last minute, because we see it was that countdown, and he showed up. Throughout the, in a comedy fashion, which I knew Ichigo and Ganju was going to do, throughout their bickering, you would think Ichigo would say, damn, if you knew you were going to come on, what took you so long? Why'd you wait at this last minute? And that would have been the perfect time for Kubo to have Ganju say, well, I just got done wrapping up my training with the others that's going to help join the fight. Or he could have actually mentioned the name Fullbringers. But then that right there, Ichigo, what the Fullbringers are. That would rung a bell in his mind, like, wait a minute, the Fullbringers. But I'm guessing Kubo, he doesn't want Ichigo to know about their continuing existence right at this moment. He wanted him to know about it later on. But I'm still wondering, at what point are these Fullbringers are going to be relevant now? I mean, what the hell? So, I mean, and Bonnie, you see Ganju, he wrote up on, okay, I don't know if that's Bonnie. I could have swore Bonnie got killed and cooked up and served, but, Ganju, he has access to a whole bunch of wild boars, so whatever. Maybe it's Bonnie, maybe it's not. It's the same little hairstyle, but I don't think it's Bonnie. Matter of fact, yeah, Bonnie had a little red bowl, right? Yeah, so yeah, I don't think that is Bonnie. Yeah, I guess Bonnie, it was served up and cooked. I swear it showed it on the little credits, because I think during season 2's Bleach, the Soul Society arc, at the end of the credits, they always show comedy type of skits, especially signature to each, not skits, but credits, signature to each squad. So anyway, let's talk about what Ichigo is constantly saying. First when Orihime brought up, like, hey, this is like last time, but well, of course, you, Yodorichi, you were a cat last time. And yes, she did mention / confirm, well, if you want me to turn to a cat, I still can. Damn that, she needs to explain how she still would be able to turn to a cat. We still don't know that. We still don't know. Here it is, the final arc of Bleach. Here it is, Bleach has been around for years and we still don't know. But whatever. But then she brought up the fact that, last time Uryu was with us. And you see panel by panel, they were just sad and down, looking like, damn, yeah, but now he's a traitor. And then that's when Ichigo says, well, once we get up there, I'm going to lay the smack down on Juha, and I'm going to, beat Uryu's ass and drag him back with us. Now, this is my thing, Yes, Ichigo is my boy. We all know that. But even I must admit, I'm getting kind of annoyed of Kubo adding this dialogue that Ichigo is constantly repeating that he's going to smack Uryu around and drag him back. He's going to bring him back, whoop his ass, bring him back. Number one, we don't know, including Ichigo, about the about the level of power upgrade that Uryu has. Now, yes, one could say, well, it doesn't matter, Ace. Uryu still can't beat Ichigo because he's the main character. But my thing is this: even if it's not a strength thing, it could be a mental thing. Yes, it's safe to say Ichigo, he's stronger mentally. This whole mind fuckery stuff and betrayal stuff, it shouldn't affect him like it used to be. He should have gotten over it now. I'm surprised he handled it this well when he figured out that Uryu betrayed all of them. Now, I just hope when Ichigo faces Uryu, it doesn't be no, oh no, I thought we were buddies, or man, look how far back we go. How could you do this? And he has a hard time, trying to fight Uryu. No, I want to see an all-out battle, And say if Uryu, like Hashwolf said, maybe Uryu is undercover to get rid of Juha because of what he did with his mother. Maybe that's the case, but if Ichigo shows up, right there, Hashwolf and Juha is going to be right there. So I'm not going to be surprised if Hashwolf, who doesn't like Uryu, and Juha is going to say, hey, there's your boy, take care of him. Shows that you are a true Quincy, that you're down at the Venom Reach, go. And right there, he's going to have to make it look good. He's really going to have to do his best to take out Ichigo, or make it seem like he's taking out Ichigo. So, on to this Royal Guard battle, between Tara and Star Knight W. In this chapter, we got to see, that's the good thing, how can I put this? A possible weakness or exploit in his abilities, the whine, the turning, and whatnot. But that's crazy what he did with her subordinates, man, the way he just took his finger and he did this and it just warped. And a torso just warped and just lifted straight off. And the thing is, she caught what he said. Caught what he said. But all the enemies you see, their weapons and whatnot, their abilities, they just get winded, turned, get pushed away. And he did confirm that's what it was with the water. Same thing with Korinchi with the attack Juha. But that was pretty much common sense, especially with the water. Oh, and a real small note, I noticed they showed that one panel of Uryu. I guess that was Kubo's way of drawing, like, yeah, he's still here. Like, he's just standing here watching. Whatever. So, she said, I noticed you said see. So maybe it's not active if you can't see him. And that's when he goes on to trip over his tongue, the way he's talking to that list like that. He's basically saying it's his instinct, like his intuition. Basically, he knows those enemies are around him. He doesn't have to, turn around and point, to have that ability to be active. It seems like it's like an automatic eye field or something, if you must, or some type of AT field. But she basically pointed it out. She moved real fast to work with the needle and thread because he was focused on those enemies. Like, he was aware that they were trying to attack him, but yet when he looked at her, she was just standing there. He didn't see her at the ready. He didn't see her with a weapon drawn. So in his mind, he's like, okay, she's over there. She's not a threat as of now. Yes, she's the enemy. The enemy is an enemy, but she's not, approaching me. How did he not see that big ass hand doing the needle and thread, whatever? But she did say, she's the fastest worker. But upon these marks that were placed on his robe, bam, all these spikes just stuck out and just stabbed him. And I actually seen one comment on the forums page how this one person, he just bashed this chapter to death. And that's cool, whatever, we all have our own opinions. But the main reason, because he actually thinks Star Knight W is dead. No, I don't think Star Knight W is dead. Come on, we know the way Kubo does things by now. He likes to fool you, make you think like, oh man, someone's dead, but then they're not. Or he's showing a critical blow. Or maybe it's just seems like that due to the fact that we got to read it week by week by week. We got to read it weekly. And at that last page, it leaves out a big cliffhanger. Because Bleach is better in bulk. Just look at those volumes of Bleach. If you read that back, continuously, it's like, okay, it's not. Okay, I'll put it like this. It's a whole lot better than reading it week by week by week. Especially when nothing happens in those 19 pages. You'd be like, damn, I gotta wait a whole another week to see the rest. But if you have that volume, you're like, okay, and whatever, 19 pages, that was nothing. Then you go on to the next one, keep on going. That's how it is. But I don't think he's dead. No, Come on now. He hasn't released his final holy form. You know, he's gonna retaliate with against Tar. But this is the thing though. I won't be surprised if something crazy does happen regarding this battle, because look at what Kubo did with Candace 999 and Detroit Quincy. Done. Off panel. Off panel. But maybe one will say, well, they were already introduced, and so I guess he figured he'd just get rid of them. Like, we already know what they were about for the most part, but this is a new star now, you know, freshly introduced. So maybe Kubo want to dangle him in our face a little bit and then kill him off. Whichever one you want to think. But overall, we had that slight story progression in this chapter because, you know, like I said, finally they were making their way up to the royal palace. So who knows how many chapters it's going to take for them to arrive. But Ichigo did tell Ganju, this is not going to be like it was before. Like, this is a whole new ballgame. Like, this is just completely on a whole other level. So we have Yodorichi, Chad, Orihime, Ichigo, and Ganju going their way up to the royal palace with the rest of Squad Zero going off against Stone IW, Hashroth, Uryu, and Juha. This is going to be just crazy. This is going to be crazy. But overall, Elites, give me your thoughts, comments, and concerns. The chapter was pretty okay. Wasn't nothing groundbreaking, you know. I'm just still trying to figure out where Grimjaw and Halibel and the Fullbringers are still going to fit into this. I think this is grounds to let us know something crazy is going to happen. But I got a feeling, man, this is going to be postponed, this whole fight, like, between Ichigo and Juha. I mean, it seems like these are the appropriate type of battlegrounds. You know, Ichigo versus Juha and Hashroth, you know, up in the royal palace. You know, this is some good battlegrounds, but I just got a feeling something is going to happen again, to where they get separated, someone has to leave, or it gets canceled or pushed back. I don't know why I have that feeling. I hope I'm wrong, but let me know what you all think, Elites. See you all next week. It's me, Captain Rounds of Ace. Thanks for watching. Signing out.